Good morning from Hong Kong. My name is Tom, and I am delighted to welcome you to the very first Global Sources Live sourcing talk of 2022. It's a Supplier Stories episode this morning, and we are taking the potentially risky, reputationally step of doing some forecasts for 2022. So in a moment, I will be joined by an esteemed guest. I should say we did intend to also speak to Rachel Wang of Jiaxing, but unfortunately she's unable to join us this morning. But I'm very sure you'll be entirely happy with the discussion we have with our sole guest today, who is an expert in his own right. Before we begin, of course, I need to do the mandatory request for you to like and subscribe on whichever channel you're watching this live stream on, so that you get the notifications and updates about our other live content. And I should also say that while you're watching, if you have any questions or comments, do write them down below the line, and we'll see if we can share or answer some of them at the end of our discussion. The whole point of Global Sources Live is to provide the information and answer the questions that you need handling as a sourcing professional, be you a sole proprietor, perhaps an e-tailer, or indeed if you're the procurement manager for some kind of gargantuan global retail chain. And the best way for us to know what you need is if you tell us. So do interact, even if it's just a hello or where you're watching from, that's great. And if you have questions or you want to share some thoughts, even better. Now, that is enough rambling from me in the intro. Let's begin then by bringing onto the stage our first guest. He's from Xiamen Songli New Energy Technology Company Limited. His name is Peter Peng, and let's see if I can get this to work. Hey, good morning, Peter.
Hey, Tom. Good morning.
All right. Okay, I can hear you nice and clearly. That's good. Always a good start. How are you today? How's the weather in Xiamen, if that is where you are?
The weather here is good. How about there?
Quite cold for Hong Kong, which means I guess not really
Wow.
cold at all. But yeah, you have to wear a jacket.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Xiamen is some way north of here, but I guess, does it get very cold in Xiamen?
Not really cold. It's just a little cool, but daytime it's warm.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of famous for its quite generally nice climate, I think. If you're not sure where Xiamen is, it's oh wait, hang on, I'm going to get this wrong. Peter, can you describe where Xiamen is within China?
Actually, Xiamen is a coastal city in southeast of China, in Fujian province. And in Xiamen, you can see a lot of attractive spots, especially the sea views. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Yeah, definitely worth a visit. Well, if visits ever become possible, certainly worth a trip to Xiamen. But okay, well, enough of us doing the work for the Xiamen Tourist Authority. Let's learn a bit about the point of view that you're coming from, Peter. Could you tell us a bit about Songli New Energy Technology? The company's background, perhaps the products you make, and of course,
Yeah, sure.
where you sell them as well, I suppose.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Tom. I will give you all a brief introduction of our company about Xiamen Songli New Energy Technology Company Limited. Actually, this company is a subsidiary office of our Songli Group. And Songli Group was founded in 1995, specialized in battery researches, development, production, and marketing. Songli Group is one of the earliest battery brands in China, known as TCS Battery and also Songli Battery. And our products are widely used in motorcycles, electric bikes, cars, industrial, solar, wind system, and other kinds of special purpose like that. So our main products are all kinds of batteries, including both on lead acid battery and also lithium battery types. Yeah. And Sony Group of products cover more than 200 varieties and specifications. With more than 20 years experience, we are always focusing on battery products, which makes us professional and expertise on battery products and become one of the top 10 manufacturers in China for lead acid batteries. Yeah. This
right.
is the
Oh,
brief
go on,
introduction
sorry.
of our company. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's well, fascinating. And of course, yeah, lots of applications for batteries of all kinds, which in a way means that you kind of get to see the trends and product developments in a lot of different industries that all use those
Yes.
batteries as well. So that's, I guess, you're certainly a good person to talk to about sourcing related things. Now, well, let's move on then to that question. The topic of discussion today is looking forward into 2022, but maybe we should give ourselves a foundation by looking backwards first. Could you talk a little bit about the major, events or trends that affected your company in 2021?
Okay. About this question, first about the topic in 2021, or the main or the main checks of our company is we launched our new products because, as you know, actually battery products is a quite common products, and if you want to make some new development on the products, it's really difficult. So in 2022, our company make a great action on the battery products, because we make the normal battery products become into a smart battery management system. We just added a Bluetooth wireless control center into the battery, and then which will make the batteries, which will make the users can know the battery situation, including the voltage, the capacity, and also how long the battery use or service time like that. And some questions they often met, and they can get remote control by mobile phone from the mobile phone app, just like that. So it's just make the common battery products become a smart management system. Yeah, this is the main action of our company in 2021. And also for the trend, I think most of us will think that battery products is just like a common product in our daily life, but it's not like that, because as you know, especially the storage batteries, just as I mentioned in the introduction of our company, the storage batteries used for industrials and also for solar and wind systems, electrical tools like that, many different fields. It's quite important for the development of the world. How to say that? Because as we know that energy storage is becoming more and more common for different fields that used in industries and also used in our family system, like our solar family system, and also like the telecom system like that. So it's just a trend for the world to save the energy by different ways. And if you want to save the energy by different ways, and then you have to use the storage battery in your system. So this is quite an important trend for all of the world, across the world. Yeah.
All right, fascinating. Thanks, Peter. And actually, for your smart battery control system, what has the response been like from buyers? Are they very kind of excited to kind of upgrade their battery products with this?
As you know, some of the customers may respond as it may not quite helpful for them, because most of the users are use the batteries in different kinds of vehicles, and they do not pay much attention to the remote control of the battery. If there is some problems of the batteries, they will just go to the repairing stores or the train repairing stores like that. But for some special purpose, just like the racing teams, especially in Europe and also America, the customers response good, because they can because this kind of team, they are quite interested on the advanced technology products, and that they want to get to know the situation of the battery, not taking them off, but they just want to see the situation or want to know the situation of the battery from their mobile phone, anytime, anywhere. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like constant monitoring. So yeah, it really varies by the specific use case. All right. Well,
Yes.
so let's look then at the year we're currently in. What would you say is something that is going to be good news for buyers of batteries? So sourcing professionals, B2B buyers in this year. What's the good news on the horizon for them?
I think the good news is, as we know that many countries joined the RECP agreement. This is quite hot, because, as you know, there are also some other agreements, like RECP agreement, across the world in different areas. So once you join the RECP agreement, the countries will give some special terms on the importation tax, and this is quite important for the local market, because sometimes due to the high importation tax, many customers would not like to import from other countries. They like to buy from local market. Yeah. So I think this is quite shocking for all the for the surrounded countries. And this is also quite important for China, because, as you know, China now is the largest importation country in the world, and it set up close relationship with many countries. So I think this is quite important also for us, because this is quite a chance.
Yeah, that's interesting, because often the discussion around sourcing in China is only about China as an export country. But yeah, of course, the RECP means traffic in both directions as well. And yeah, and especially even if I think if you are watching this and you're a buyer from a country outside the affected ones, still for issues involving, for example, transshipment from one country within it to another, that gives you more options in terms of where you're loading or combining products to go into a third country. All right, so that's the good news. Let's do some bad news though. What do you think people need to watch out for in the coming year? What's some possible events or new factors that they should, or possible problems we could say, that they should look out for and be ready to deal with?
This, I think most of us will.
Oh, we seem to have lost Peter temporarily.
Yes, I think most of us we are aware that the COVID-19 it affect our life and also business in the past 2 years much. So I think in the coming year, the epidemic will still last, and both for the suppliers and also the buyers. I think we both have to get used to to this kind of situation, and because, as we know, this factor, many offline, not online exhibitions or fairs cannot go as scheduled. So both of the suppliers and also buyers will change the China to the online Chinas. So I think this is an important trend for both of the supplier and the buyers in coming year, and we have to get used to the online purchasing. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, have you personally, or rather from your company, have you started to do lots more kind of, for example, video meetings, a bit like this one, to deal with new or existing clients?
Yes, just for instance, we also take the online Canton Fair like that, and also we take the online maintenance from global source like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should at this point do a quick advert for Global Sources Match, which is a service we have that sets up this kind of online meeting between suppliers
Yes.
and buyers. So if you're a buyer, you get in touch and say what the products you're looking for, all the kind of requirements you have, and then they will kind of put you in touch with people like, for example, Peter, if you were buying batteries, and they then we'll do a private one-on-one meeting, which means the suppliers are able to show their products kind of confidentially and have discussions like that without you needing to meet in person. And of course, there are limitations compared to meeting in person. But on the other hand, I guess all the products at the factory are right there. So it's not limited by what they can bring to the booth of the show, which is great. Oh, right. Well, I think that's actually, those were the three big questions that we had for you, Peter. Let me just take a quick look at the video comments.
Okay.
Not too much here. Oh, we have one. We have a hello in Spanish from Eden Lopez, who says, hello, greetings from Minneapolis in Minnesota. Okay, so now we were talking about cold weather. I think Minnesota is going to be a lot colder than where either of us is. So thank you for watching in your hopefully warm room, Eden. And I think that is it. No questions in particular. So usually that's because when we do have questions, it means we said something but didn't explain it well. So clearly, Peter, you've explained everything perfectly, which is great. And yeah, in that case, I think I'll just say thank you very much, Peter, and remind everyone, if you want to get in touch with him, you can, well, there should be a link to the company profile under this video. Failing that, go to globalsources.com and search for Xiamen Songli New Energy Technology Company. I think just putting Songli in will probably get you the right company. And then you can use the message box on there to get in touch.
Yes.
Peter? Go on.
Yeah, the buyers also can search Songli battery or TCS battery. Both are okay.
Okay, great tip. Thank you. Thank you, Peter, so much for your valuable time today. Really, I've enjoyed talking to you, and thank you so much for your expert insights as well. And yeah, hopefully at some time we might have real trade shows again, and maybe we can meet in one of the Global Sources shows. Who knows? But thank you anyway, and goodbye for now. All right, that was Peter Peng from Xiamen Songli New Energy Technology. As I said, do click the links or go to globalsources.com to find out more about their products. We have a full slate of more Global Sources Live streams planned for 2022. We will be doing one Supplier Stories, one Buyer Fireside Chat, and an Analyst Choice every month, possibly with bonus episodes to come as well. So do like and subscribe, as they say, in order to get the updates for when we announce new topics. And well, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.